a little beat up, some moving parts. He's going to have to create.
Right on cue, he rolls out to start the day, and he finds Juwan Johnson. And right away into Tampa Bay territory.
Tell you what, nice play there. Offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. He's trying to find the magic they had in weeks 1 and 2, and they took the league by storm. Simple shotgun play action, finds his tight end Johnson, and puts that ball right in his face mask.
The bobble of that snap. Quite the juxtaposition on the first 2 plays. A beautiful strike and then a bobbled exchange. It ends up being a loss.
All 3 of those guys now missing action. A lot of moving parts. That's a challenge.
2nd and 15. Another completion, but it was dropped by Chris Olave. It's picked up by Antoine Winfield back the other way. They let this play go all the way through, and Winfield takes it to the house. Fake it to Kamara, the roll out by Rattler. The throw on the move had some zip on it, but that's got to be caught by Cedric Wilson.
They've got a great blitz package. Here we see it.
Bringing it against Rattler, who tosses it, and Bum Means able to snare that one and save the drive, unless it's ruled incomplete, and it was. And their leading receiver the last 2 seasons. On 3rd and 7, Rattler looking to convert, flicks it out to the sideline, and this time Bum Means is able to elevate against Zion McCollum.
Pick up a first down and now see if they can go finish with some points.
First catch for Bum Means in his NFL career. Rattler's going to go underneath to Means, so back-to-back grabs, this one for 8.
Take a play-action shot there on 2nd down. See if you can get an explosive.
Now Rattler trying to buy some time, and he's going to try to take off and slither his way to a first down into Tampa Bay territory.
Yeah, so they're trying to get Alvin Kamara on a little option route, and they bracket him inside and out. Look, they drop Lavonte David to the outside. They got him double-teamed. Really nice coverage decision there by Bowles, but that was a big reason why they used the quarterback.
Keeping the movement on the launch point, and a connection to Foster Moreau for another first down to the 31-yard line of Tampa Bay. 5 in the pattern for Rattler, and he's got a man waiting for it. Here's Kamara on the screen with this New Orleans penalty, sets them back to the 28, but they've got the ball deep in Tampa territory. Rattler misses a man in the end zone and ends up scrambling for a positive play. 2nd down and 8 from the 12. Same thing, screen for Kamara. He's got the block from Morrow, but nothing there. 2 picks, first 5 games, 2 picks today. Rattler with the fake, the pump, the throw for the lead, a touchdown. It's the first for Bum Means in the NFL. And the Saints have marched back to take a lead. Carr listening into the play calls as Rattler sees some pressure and steps up against it. Trying to get rid of it as he was getting dragged down to the ground, and it's incomplete.
I wonder if the officials missed one there.
Now 3rd down, Rattler. Scanning, rolling, pointing, throwing on the run. And up the sideline, a tight window for Bum Means, and a catch near midfield and a first down. Fake it to Kamara. Rattler looking downfield. He's got a man up the middle and Morrow. First and goal for New Orleans is Rattler with the deep strike.
You're going to see he's right here. He gets cut down hard. Foster Moreau, he's running the trail route. He's supposed to run a deep over, and he just feels that space. You see him puts his hand up and just keeps it a little bit more vertical. Nice job there by Rattler, finding him for the big explosive.
He's looking at pressure. He gets rid of it fast, and Means catches, gets the first down, steps out to stop the clock with 71 seconds. 4-man rush this time, but it moves Rattler out of the pocket, and he smartly launches it away. It'll be 2nd down with 65 seconds left. They drop back in coverage. The 3-man rush still gets to Rattler, and that's what those exotic looks do. They only rush 3 guys, but where are they coming from is the question.
Obviously, we want to get the first down. If not, you can throw it short of the sticks, get a completion.
Pressure coming, hit as he throws. Wobbler in the air, nearly picked off by McCollum.
We just got to go out and play good football. We got to execute better in the second half.
Gotcha.
All right, thanks.
Solid execution on the opening play of the 3rd quarter. The little flip to Shaheed for an 11-yard gain out of the gate for Rattler. They had a heartbreaker last week. All that, and then the first 30 minutes of this game. Wild. Here's Rattler. Lofting it. Deep shot for the deep threat in Shaheed. Going up against Zion McCollum. Incomplete, and it's third down. New Orleans has been the second best third down team in the NFL this year behind the Commanders. 3 for 7 in the first half. Looking for a conversion to Johnson, and they got it.
It's a bang 8. Just a simple post. You're the single side receiver on the side of the formation. Juwan Johnson going down. Low ball, securing the catch. It's a great route against the corner. Not perfect ball placement by Rattler, but Juwan Johnson bails him out.
Fake it to Camaro. Rattler rolling and throwing, and he underthrows Bum Means.
That's not really what they want to be, regardless of the quarterback.
Blitz coming. Rattler throws it. Looking for a first down to Means, who had it, lost it, picked up by McCollum. Second time we've seen a play just like that. Mayfield and Rattler as Oklahoma were one of their stops. Speaking of which, Rattler was looking for Kamara, and he wanted a flag, but again, pass looking for Kamara on the little flip. Rattler, screen, Kamara, and is able to get past Whitehead and then gets hit by Lavonte David on a short gain. It'll bring up third down.
Offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak mentioned when we asked him who they could get more from.
Blitz coming on Rattler, threw off his back foot for Kamara, who could not snare it with Tyke Smith. So that'd be running into the kicker potentially, and that'd be a free 5 yards for Tampa Bay. Instead, Rattler goes back to work, and after the scramble, he turns it into a positive play on first down. Tampa Bay leads New Orleans in this key NFC South meeting. Fresh set of downs for Rattler, and a flick downfield, and it is picked off! Zion McCollum was waiting for his moment. He finally takes one away. Then he loses the ball inside of the 45-yard line. Game in the last 4. Carr got hurt on Monday night in Kansas City in the fourth quarter. That's why Rattler's out there. Pressure off the edge from the defensive back, and Kamara could not hold on to that. And Jerry World. Third and long for Rattler, who's rolling to his left, is going to launch it for Shaheed, and it's taken away but out of bounds as the catch was made by Funderburg. Rattler back to work. Outside, it is caught. It is Mason Tipton making the grab. The most points that they have scored since Todd Bowles took over as head coach. This is his 3rd season. Here's Kamara. And he's hit at the 49 of Tampa Bay.
It's given Spencer Rattler and this Saints offense a lot of trouble. Just going back now to bringing 4.
And pressure still got there as they get the first down. They did a number on Jaden Daniels in the first game. They struggled against Bo Nix of Denver earlier this season.
If it's going to be a heavy run game, there's a lot of factors.
That's a toss into the arms of a waiting Tyke Smith. Oh, airmail looking for Mims. There's too much on it. Saints are on a short week. They've got to play Thursday night here against Denver and their former head coach Sean Payton. Mims makes the play. Michael Tadamir, Steve Zay, Jack Grant Dobbins, Dan Steele, our outstanding camera crew, have all these tight shots for you all day long. Batted down. And
what is the final evaluation of Spencer Rattler? And I think for the most part, it's a lot of good. Couple missed throws. That's expected from a young player making his first start. But to be a starting quarterback in this league
brings a different element. That was probably the reason he got the start. And he's got a nice arm. He connects with Cedric Wilson down inside the 30, 45 seconds left. Talking with Bucky Irving. Rattler flicks it out for Mims. He's tackled by J.J. Russell. Final 20 ticks.